You can see from the thumbnail, we are not working on a helix today. But for all you helix people, I do have a video coming. I'm going to put rear brakes on my helix and do the whole thing in a video. So now that I got the GoPro, it'll be easier to do it. So today we are working on a John Deere. My riding lawnmower took a crap on me, and I searched Marketplace and found this John Deere and bought it. The rear end's got a little bit of whine to it, slow speeds, and I get home from buying it and fill it with gas, and the damn gas tank's leaking. So I knew I had to buy some hardware for the deck. The deck is missing some parts as far as the deck goes. I had to get another one of these and the squiggly attachment. If you know John Deere, you know what I'm talking about. So I ordered that, and then come to find out one of the tires is crap too. So yep, I found that out. So I ordered that, and no cable for the deck engagement, so I had to order that. So, and I ordered all that stuff before I knew about the gas leak. So now the gas leak, well, I am out of money for this project. So I've got a small backyard. Not very big. It goes over there too, but not very big. Big enough so I don't want to push mower it, but it doesn't. It's not very big. So I'm going redneck on this one, and I'm sorry for you John Deere people that are totally into John Deere, and I'm killing the thing. But I'm putting a small gas tank on it from a old riding mower. I think it's a gallon and a half gas tank, which would be plenty for what I've got to do. I'm not a commercial lawnmower, so I can just put some more gas in it and save myself $63 freaking dollars. I can't spend $63 on a gas tank at this point. So this is what we're doing. I got this gas tank. Okay, mounts from the top. And this gas tank that's in it goes, of course, all into here. Well, I'm going to make a plate that goes across the top so I can mount it here and here, and then I'll be able to just unscrew my cap just like this, but this tank will be under there. And if we get enough, I'll have to see if we get enough room to fit in between there. That'll be another issue that I might come up with. I might go the lengthwise with it. You know, whatever I gotta do, I gotta save a buck here. So you guys can come along with me while we work on this thing. Other than that, it runs like a top. I mean, it starts and runs real good. But I've got the fuel filter. Got a new oil filter coming, new spark plug, new air filter, and I've got all that stuff coming. So I'll do videos on that also, and so you guys can see if you want to work on your John Deere. Maybe I can give you some helpful hints, so to speak. So we're gonna start with trying to get this back off. These are 10mm screws, I guess. A lot of people are just grabbing this and picking it up and bending it, creasing it right along here. I'm not sure I really want to do that. There's some screws down in there, like 6 of them. I have to take the battery back out. There's like 6 screws back in there, and then you pretty much got to take your steering wheel off too. So we're gonna see once we get going along here what we loosen up and what we don't, and because I don't have the whole tool set with me today, I'm basically just introducing you to it. I don't know how much we'll get done today, but we'll see. But this is our new rod mower that I got, and hopefully I can get this gas tank to work. Alright, first we'll take this battery out. I'll just put the nuts back on there. That, my friends, is how you take a battery out. I hope you saw that. It's just taking a battery out. I'm sure you can figure it out. Okay, now down in this sector down here, we got some more screws down in there. Looks like some mechanisms that I can lube up and make sure they're free. Okay, well, I'll get the battery out. Alright, so to get this gas tank out, we'll have to take these 6 screws out, and of course I didn't bring home my 3/8 half-inch to 3/8 adapter. I brought my impact home, but not bringing an adapter home or half-inch swivels or extensions, so I'm the dumbass for that. So we're gonna work on getting these off with a ratchet and a swivel. It's a 10mm. It's gonna be a pain in the, you know what. But we're gonna have a gas tank for it to run, so it's gonna come off. I'm not gonna, like I say, crease the fender. Lord, get on there. Come on. Alright, I think you get the idea of that. So we're gonna save some film time, and I'll come back to you. Stand by. On the video that I watched, the guy took the gas tank out. He pulled the steering wheel off instead of the gear that's down below. So that's what we're gonna try. His problem was he really struggled with the nut on here. So that's the, oh, that is nasty looking. Ooh. We're gonna have to penetrate that stuff with some WD-40, because that is looking nasty. So stand by, folks. We are WD-40 in this guy. Fully attempt. Then I'm just gonna bump it. See what happens. Find the right socket here. 19. That's a 19. I don't know. Let's try 18 just to make sure. 17. 16. No. No, 18 don't fit. It's probably a standard socket, so we're not gonna get real crazy with it just to try it, but oh yeah, she's smoking Joe there. Sounds like she's gonna come off though. That's it. It's off. So next we're gonna, oh, that didn't work real well, did it? Okay, so next we're gonna hold up on it and try to hit down on the nut. I'm gonna try a little bit of this and a little bit of up and a little bit of. All right, got it. What I did was I put the nut flush with the end of the bolt, so to speak. So when I hit it, I didn't mess up the nut or the bolt. So, alright, take the nut off. And we're gonna lube this pretty good when we put it back on there, because I don't need it sticking anymore. Man. Alright, steering wheel's off. We'll just put the nut inside the steering wheel. Set that up to the side. Okay. Man, it is warm. It's probably 84, 85 degrees, but it's pretty warm. So, all right, now we're gonna move to the back and we're gonna take those bolts out. Okay, we're gonna put the seat up. So I don't want that shaft going through my seat. So this is just a paint can cap. Set it right there. Set the seat on it. It's not going to poke through the deal and tear up your the seat, because they are expensive. So this one back here, these two back here are 10s also, just like the front 6 that we just did. So we'll take those out. Boom, out. And of course they will be anti-seized when I go back together for sure. Alright, let's put these with the steering wheel down here also. Okay, number 2 out. Okay. I'm going to take this battery off the footwell over here. Take down the extra weight. Now let's see. Doesn't move a whole bunch. We're going to have to take the bolts all the way out up front. Removal here. Looks like I'm going to have to take the screws all the way out. So I got an adapter so I can use my impact. And when I put them back in, I'm going to have to turn it down if I use this impact. It is a 1/2 inch impact. But I can turn it down. Oh, come on, get on there. Okay. That one over there is kind of a bitch. Kind of a bitch. Alright, they're all off. Okay, so I've got a ratchet rope hooked up to that lever so that it's forward a little bit. This thing I built for taking the motor out of my Helix. So I figured, hey, it'll work for this project right here too. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to see how much we can jack it up here. Alright. Now I'm hitting over here on this gear shifter. And then this shifter is just about to its max too. But I think I can get the tank out from here. Try to fit the new redneck tank in there. Alright, so this is what we got back here. Pull this hose clamp off from here. Okay, slide that back. And then getting this off the nipple. There we go. Alright, so now how much can we move it around here to get it out of here? Okay. Let's see if this unscrews. Oh, it pulls right off. Excellent. So now I can go up a little bit, I think. come out of there. You fucking bitch. One leaking ass fucking gas tank. Yeah. Fucking junk. Alright, now let's see if we get enough room for a redneck gas tank. Now lies the problem. Need it to be skinnier, or if I could notch it. Let's squeeze in there. Yeah, but it doesn't want to stay level. Yeah. Just a fucking shade too wide. Just a shade. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. That sucks. It really does. It really sucks. It really sucks because I don't know how much I could take down on the edge with a grinder before it's going to start leaking. Once you go to a certain point, you're done. So I'm going to mount it back here. Just run the hose down through here. And we're going to have to disconnect it from that to get it to fit. I think that's the best way to do it. I got mounting holes under here, so I can mount it right to here. Because it just don't want to fit in there. And it's gonna be it's gonna be level. Oh man, it's so close. So effing close. Alright. Alright, everyone. It's gonna have to go external gas tank. I can't put it underneath because it's too wide. So, and I gotta have a gas tank. I got to get the lawn mowed. So, here we go. This is what we're doing. So I'm taking a template cardboard, and I'm gonna cut it out so I know where my holes are gonna be. Alright, so there's my 5 holes right there. And it's going to be mounted right here, centered in the middle. And then I'm going to drill some holes and just screw it to the bottom, and that's what it is. I know you guys are like cringing. I'm sure the John Deere guys are cringing, but sorry, that's what I gotta do. I don't have the 65 bucks for the new fucking tank, so oh well, it's my tractor, I guess, right? So it shouldn't matter if it doesn't matter to me. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drill those and mount this tank. I'm gonna start with pilot hose first, small one. Tractor's rolling, so you might as well stop watching the video now. I mean, it's gonna be the laughing stock of the neighborhood here. Alright, there's my holes. If you don't have a drill gauge, it's a sheet with a bunch of holes in it. It tells you what, and you stick your whatever you want to go through, and it tells you what drill size. Well, if you don't have one of those, I want to make the hole big enough so that this goes through it. So we're going to start with this one. Take your scrap piece of wood. Yep. Fits right through there. So that one would work. It's a little dull, but let's try to get a little bit tighter. No, that one's bigger. I don't think this one's big enough. No. It's gonna have to be this one. Alright, so we determined that one. This one for the screws. Will that one also work for the tank? No, it will not. So, we jump up to this guy. And careful not to get anything inside the outlet of your tank. Oh, it does fit. It does fit. I might have to wall it out just a little bit to get some extra room. So, all right, we'll use that one for the gas tank spout. Alright, so I don't know if I caught it on camera or not, but I had to spin the tank around. Dumbass me put the this lip on the inside, and I couldn't get my seat down. So yeah, I had to make some new holes, and it's attached. Got the screws under there. Got gas line that hooks in. There's a clip down here that held the fuel line. I removed it. It's not rubbing on anything as far as I can see. So we're on to probably putting some bolts back in this thing and proceeding on with the fuel filter change. Put some gas in it and see if we can get it to start and run. Alright, so now we'll put these bolts back in. It's gonna be a bitch to get started, I'm sure. Come on, you fucking son of a bitch. Alright, you don't want to tighten them down yet. You want to get them all in there before you tighten them down. I'm adding a little bit of grease to them to help retrieval in the future. See, if I would have tightened that other bolt, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I think you get the gist of what I'm doing. Alright, I'm going back in. I'm going down all the way on my gun. It's the weakest it can be. Because this is a 1/2-inch wrench. I need to start stripping some shit. Yes, they are hard to get the socket on there. Oh, come on. Yep, they're a little bit of a bitch to get to, but it can be done. Okay, those are all tight. Let's tighten the spring bolts back here. Okay.
I'm gonna get cigarettes.
Okay. Alright, so that's back together. 2 fuel filter. Let's get this fuel filter put on. Golly. Put that on my damn wife for one, maybe. Oh my god, this says 120407 on the fuel filter. Never been replaced. That's always what you want to see on your lawn tractor, huh? Change your fuel filter, people. It's $1 something. Probably 2. Alright, and then just undo that. Good. Out of my way a little bit. Slide your clamps up. Shoot your fuel lines all the way on. There we go. Fuel filter's done now. Wait, let's do the air filter. Since it only takes a minute. Let's see what the date is on this one. Didn't have a date. Original Bridge and Stratton now. Oh. Alright, get that. We'll get that in there. That in there. Close the cover. Done. Air filter's installed. It's that quick. It's that quick, people. Come on. Nothing to it. Alright, I guess we can put some gas in and see if we can get it to run. Well, we gotta put a battery in it first, I guess. Alright, let's pour some gas in it and hopefully it doesn't come out on the ground. That's my goal here. It does have a slight pinhole up here. Way up here, but... Okay. I don't see anything leaking out the bottom. Guess we'll try giving her a go a minute here. check the oil in it now. But I got fuel to her. She runs again. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this gas in here. Wow. There you have it, folks. It runs on a redneck gas tank. Redneck gas tank right there, babe. And I'll have to put a bolt in the seat so you can't push the seat back too far. But we got a running tractor again, so that's one good thing. Alright, I ran it for a few minutes. Let's check the oil. See where we're at here. Oh yeah, pretty much right on the full mark. Alright. It needs to be zip tied up there to get it out of the way. Alright, so now next we're going to be on to rebuilding the deck. Trying to get the deck so I can get it underneath there. I got some new parts for it, so that's what we'll be doing next, folks. So you didn't get to see me paint it because the neighbor's mowing his yard, so I'm getting the paint on it. I did it flat black, but I'm thinking about doing it gloss black. I think it might look better, so I'm waiting for this flat black to dry, and then I'm gonna hit it with gloss and see if it's better. So now I gotta work on the deck, start getting it ready to go under, see if I can even finagle it. I don't know what he's done in the front of this damn deck, but I'm gonna see if I can get it to work. Stay tuned. We're working on this deck now. This pivot point, I took the brake system off where it supposedly brakes onto the pulley to stop it. They weren't hooked up right, bent, all that stuff. So I've greased the living crap out of this thing. Getting ready to grease this thing too. Getting free. No sticking. Place of that rod, I'm putting a nut right there. Bolt and nut. Oh yeah, working good. Alright, bought this handy dandy grease gun from Harbor Freight. So we're gonna see if this will work or not. We're gonna grease all these spindles. I gotta grease all the front wheels and grease Oh shit. It ain't locking. It ain't locking. Yeah, that's what you get for $14. Alright, what a POS. So now I gotta hold this down while I screw this on. I hope grease comes out. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Alright, get it off there. Golly. What in the fuck? Why'd he get stuck on there? Well, they lock in there for sure. Once it got locked in there. Belt turn my way here. All right. Actually, don't sound too bad. Okay. Alright, got those greased up. Got the brake deals off. Okay. Got this so it's smooth as silk. That's going to be easy to pull. Right there. Okay, get those lubed up. Those don't sound real healthy, but we're gonna run them anyway. See what fucking happens. I ain't got no more money. I'm broke. See if we can grease this front end up a little bit here. Oh, they're frozen dirt. Oh, jeez Louise. Alright, gonna have to get a greaser for that one. Alright, down and took grease. Trick is unscrewing this and screwing it back on to tighten it, because once it locks in there, she locks in there. Okay, now there's some on the inside of the wheel too. Oh. Alright, something to kneel on here. There we go. There it is. Alright, get that wheel. Get this other front wheel. You didn't know there was grease zerks on your wheels. You should be greasing them. Oh. Never in the right spot. Never in the right spot. Alright, those are greased. Whew. Alright, everyone. Well, I've been doing some stuff while you've been gone. Painting, stuff like that. I figure you know how to paint, all that stuff. So, I got the deck painted. Took the brake stuff off. And got my fastening hardware in from eBay. That funky friggin' rod up there. Got these two pieces that we need for it. So, and I took it to work, power washed it, and sharpened the blades. They're pretty rusty, but we're gonna go with what we got to see if it works. And yeah, so there's our progress so far. And I gotta get the cable put on. I got a cable here. I'm gonna put that cable on and see if I can get this deck underneath it, and maybe it'll mow. Stand by. Alright, we're gonna put the shields on. And yes, the gun would be way faster. Oh, there. Alright, I think you get the gist on how to do that, so. Alright, so next we're gonna put on this cable. I will set it there a minute so you can find pause and pause it. This is from the rod shop. It's I just went on eBay and typed in cable, and this is what I got. So Whether it works or not, I don't know yet. But give a shout out to them if it works. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So of course, the spring end goes down the deck. This end goes up here through this, and then there's a pin under here, and it's a floating pin. You gotta be careful. If you push up on it, it'll come out. So I might be able to get you in there. You'll be able to see what I'm doing. Under there or not, but I'll put the camera under there. And this spring is not factory. There was a broken spring down in here when I got this thing off the marketplace. So we're gonna take the spring off, let it dangle. Then, like I say, this pin is movable. It'll move on you, so I'm holding tension on the, oh, here we go. Holding tension on the cable. And then I'm gonna click that in the slot. And then back here gets clicked in there. Down here it gets put on right there, I do believe. And I'll have to find a screw that'll go in there. So far so good. We will see once we get the deck under there, I guess. Hold on. So I'm hooking onto mine with the ratchet strap. I'm going to try to pull it that way. Oh, I'm hitting on the other tire over there. Then I'm hitting on the back tire over here. So another thing that I don't know is this bracket in front has been welded on here, and I don't know if it's going to be long enough. I put 3 holes in it because there's just a plate of steel, and I figured I'll just maybe pick one and see how it works. We're learning here, folks, just same as you. Just like, I think I should have flipped that arm down before I came in, because now I'm not going to be able to flip it down. Yep, so nice fun learning. Here we go. Okay, so that's basically how it's going to sit in there, I think. But like I say, I gotta start putting the stuff underneath it. Gotta get my carter pins out. I may have to zip tie some carter pins to make sure they stay on. We're gonna get this thing going. Oh, that light's flickering, isn't it? Yeah, that's the problem that I had with that light. So I got these from eBay, hitch clip assortment. We're gonna see if they even work. My main goal tonight is to get this thing up in the air so I can back it into the garage. It is Thursday night. It's hot. It's been 100 degrees today, and I've worked all day, so we're going to just try getting this thing under its own power so I can get it back in the back. Alright, so now I need to get some 2x4s to get this back one on there. For the light flashing, but this way you can get light. I got a screwdriver and some 2x4s. Oh, probably gotta set the parking brake, huh? Alright. Parking brake's on. Oh, you bitch. Okay, is that enough? No. Okay, we're gonna have to go up another one. Alright, so I have to get under it and just heave ho at 2x4s now. We're getting close now. Oh, we are very close. Alright, and that thing's gonna need a washer. I don't have a washer, but like I say, for tonight, we're gonna see if we can get it inside the shop. It's gonna have to be a longer clip too, because this clip ain't gonna be long enough. And it's smaller? Golly. Let's go smaller then. Is there even a hole in that fucking thing? Oh yeah. Yeah. Not gonna be the right collapse. For sure. I can't get this one down in there. Alright. Okay, that light is fucking annoying. Sorry. I had to push really, really hard on it. And like I say, it's gonna have to have a washer so it doesn't slip off, but that one's hooked up in the front. Other bar's hooked up, so let's go to the other side. Okay, I found my little light, so this should be a little bit better. I'm gonna have to pick up on this old girl. Get under it here. Okay, that one fit right on there. Let's see if we can get that damn clip on there. Okay, here we go again. Find the ding. Yeah, that don't seem very safe to me, but we'll just get her in the shop. Hopefully. Hopefully. Moving forward. Another little skosh. Oh no. Way too far. You effing bitch. Alright. We're on with that one. This one take a bigger one. Oh. Just trying to find the angle, people. Finally. All right. That clips up in there. That piece of shit clips up there. Need a washer for that. Now is the main problem here. Is this gonna friggin' work or not? I don't know. Damn it, sorry. Sorry, people. I may have to lengthen it a little bit, but I'll go in this. I think I'm gonna go in this. Yeah, I'll have to loosen the nut on this rod, I think, to get it to work. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so we need to lengthen this rod. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. This is a fucked up rod. I don't know who designed this thing, but all right, lengthened. All right, so let's see. Oh, way to go. In there for me. Not far enough. That's what happens when you buy stuff off Marketplace. Oh, and that's hitting the fucking... That's hitting the pulley. Well, that's not gonna fucking work at all. That's gonna come in from the other side. Oh, damn it. It's gonna come in from this side. So I gotta bend the bracket some more to get it to fucking work. It's gonna be bent that way. Because this mower deck ain't going anywhere. Alright. Alright, we're hoping that we don't have to take this all the way out again. Just to bend this bracket. We're gonna... Oh, I don't have much room. Son of a biscuit. I don't think that went at all. I really don't. Just a little bit more. Nope. I have to take this whole thing out again so I can bend that over some more. Damn it. Try this angle. Hey, you at that time? Oh, let me get my knee towel. This would be a lot easier on softer surface. Oh my gosh, it fits right in there. It fit right in there. I may even have to tighten it up now, but all right, let's get the other. Where's the other washer? There it is. I don't know if the other washer's gonna fit. Maybe. Alright, let's open the clips up here. Let's see which one fits in there. Man, those are hard to push. Yeah, we're losing the washer on that side. And we'll put a washer on this side. So we have more room with this clip. Okay, so now I think I should tighten this rod up until it's tight, I think. I don't know how to adjust it, but that's how I do it. Yeah, it's easier with a ratchet. Alright, that's pretty much tight. So I guess it's sitting up there on its own. Oh yeah, she goes up and down. Alright. Alright, it'll go into the shop now, so we'll resume another day. Alright everyone, I went ahead and did some more stuff without you watching, but I put the cable on, and now I've got to put it in that hole, that bracket, in that hole, and I did mow with it. I'll show you how it mows here in a little bit, but I mowed my neighbor's yard over here. It came out pretty good. So the problem was my neighbor went ahead and mowed my backyard for me the other day, so it's not very tall. But I'll run it around back here so you can see how it does. I got a pulley that's a little loud, I think, but we're gonna run with it. The other problem is, without the deck brake, the blades are spinning all the time, even disengaged. So I don't know whether I'm just going to deal with that or not. I had a piece of cardboard underneath the mower when I started it, and it is now bits and pieces of cardboard. So those are the things I got to think about what I'm going to do on that issue. But for today, we will hook that cable up, and I'll show you how it mows. So I found a screw, excuse me, in my junk drawer, bolt drawer, whatever you want to call it. We'll get this thing attached. I don't like how it goes. I guess it goes over the filter. As you can see, it's kind of weird the way it goes over the filter, but yeah, I'm gonna have to have I should have a socket instead of Alright, we're almost tight. Jesus Christmas. Alright, that's tight. The next thing we're gonna deal with is this damn fucking reverse switch here. We're gonna jumper that bad boy, because that is a pain in the ass. So I'll make a jumper, show you how that works. Alright, it doesn't get much more simple than this, my friends. Okay, if you're tired of pushing the button and while you're mowing in reverse, this is how quick it is right here. Piece of wire. A spade connector. Crimp it. Connector. Crimp it. Okay. Then you're gonna connect it. Unplug it from the back of the switch. I'm sure you probably can't see down here, but unplug it and then just plug your spade connectors at each side, and then you've got yourself then I zip time to these wires over here. so I took my spade connectors and put them in the connector right there. Take a zip tie right here. Oh wait a minute, that's going around the steering shaft. Could rub a hole in it, so let's not do it like that. Let's bring it on the other. Bring that around the steering shaft so it ain't rubbing on that. Ooh, almost cut that. Getting that zip tie. Alright, so I need to go get another zip tie. Alright, we just loop this up here. Now, there, it's up out of the way. There you have it. Reverse is good to go now. Well, here you have it, everybody. The old marketplace fucking $250 find. I've got it so it's running and mowing. And you saw what a kind of an ordeal I got going through. But interesting enough, there's a person on the John Deere group on Facebook, and he is supposedly sending me a tank, gas tank, one like the eBay or the Amazon gas tank that fits in there, so I can remove this back tank back here. He says he's not going to use it, and he'd rather have me have it than to throw it away. And I'm like, man, that is awesome. I sure do appreciate it, for sure. So, all right, we're going to fire this baby up. Like I say, I think I'm going to have to look into the deck brake and see if I can get some parts for that, because the blades do spin all the time, and I don't know if it's that great on the starter, but we'll have to see what we got. Let's watch it mow. Alright, well there you have it, folks. It mows. So I think I got 250 bucks out of it. I probably spent another 120. So I got about a, whatever that math is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty proud of it. There you go. That's how you take a lawnmower off Marketplace and get it running. Get it going and mowing. See you when I see you. Please subscribe. It's up there. I have to show you how to mow it first. All right, now we're done. Peace out.